We are going to review topic 6.6, number 5, try it A and B. I highly recommend you pause the video, jot these down, give them a try, and then come back and check your work. So here we go. We have log base 5 of the quantity x squared minus 45 equals log base 5 of 4x. So given my property of equality for logarithms, got my log, I've got the same base, I'm seeing that there's an equal sign here, so that means my arguments would have to be equal. So let's go ahead and we can just work with those. X squared minus 45 equals 4x. Let's subtract the 4x from both sides. X squared minus 4x minus 45 equals 0. And now we'll need to factor. Leading coefficient of 1, this should be really easy, nice and straightforward. I'm going to drop my x's in. My c value is negative, so my signs would have to be opposite. And two numbers, when I multiply them, I get negative 45, and I add them, I get negative 4. So that would have to be 9 and 5. And now let's use our zero product property to solve. I've got x plus 5 equals 0. So here x equals negative 5. X minus 9 equals 0. X equals positive 9. Okay, so now we need to check these. So let's do x equals negative 5. So I have log base 5. Let me make this into a bracket. Negative 5 squared minus 45. I can already see something's not going to work out right. Equals log base 5 of 4 times negative 5. Well, already I can see this is going to be 25 minus 45. That's going to get me a negative number. 4 times negative 5, that's going to get me a negative number. We are not defined. Logarithms are not defined for negative numbers. So let's just go ahead. We'll follow through on this. This is going to get you negative 20, and log base 5 of negative 20. So again, not defined for negative numbers. So that means x equals 5, negative 5, excuse me, is extraneous. Now let's check our other solution, x equals 9. So I'm going to have log base 5 of 9 squared minus 45 equals log base 5 of 9, oops, it would be 4 times 9, we'll keep it in order, 4 times 9. So here we go, log base 5, 9 squared is 81, minus 45 is going to be 36. Looking good so far. Log base 5, 4 times 9 is 36. Yep, there we go. That is valid. X equals 9. Let's do another. Here is B. And again, pause the video, jot it down, give it a shot, then come on back. Okay, so we have the natural log of the quantity negative 4x minus 1 equals the natural log of 4x squared. So again, got my logarithm. The bases are both e. Remember, the natural log has the implied base e. So that means by my property of equality, I've got this equal sign here too. That means my arguments would have to be equal. So let's work with those. I've got negative 4x minus 1 equals 4x squared. I'm going to move everything on the left side over to the right because I want my leading coefficient to be positive. So this is going to become 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals 0. All I did is I added 4x to both sides and I added 1 to both sides. Now this one might take a little bit more work to factor. It's not so bad. We're going to do the AC method on this. So I'm going to take my A value times my C value. 4 times 1 equals 4. And I want two factors of 4 that when I add them, I get positive 4. Well, that's going to be 2 and 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that 4x using these factors. So I have 4x squared plus, we're going to write 4x as 2x plus 2x, which is 4x, plus 1 equals 0. And now I'm going to group them and I'll factor out a GCF. So I have all plus signs. I don't have to worry about making any sign errors. That's so nice. So I'm going to just group them right here. And in my first binomial here, I could factor out a 2x. So I'm going to have 2x times x plus, whoops, that should be a 2 there. 2 times 2x plus 1. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 1 gets me 2x. Plus, well, here I can't factor anything else out, so I'm going to just write it as a 1. 2x plus 1. And now notice what's in my parentheses is the same. So I'm going to write this. I'm going to factor out that 2x plus 1. And then I write what is left on the outsides. Oh, and it's also a 2x plus 1. Oops, I forgot my equals 0 up here. Okay, so now, this is 2x, the quantity 2x plus 1 squared. So all I got to do, let's do a 0 product property. 2x plus 1 equals 0. I don't have to do it twice. Let's subtract the 1 from both sides. 2x equals -1. Now divide out the 2. X equals -1/2. And so now let's go ahead and check. I only have one solution to check. Let's see if this is good. So check. So the natural log of, we have a -4 times -1/2 minus 1 equals the natural log of 4 times -1/2 squared. Now let's clean it up. Natural log. Okay, so here we go. Negative times a negative is going to be positive to begin with. So I'm going to have a positive 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Let's write it. Go ahead. We'll write it all out. 2 minus 1 equals the natural log. I've got 4 times -1/2 squared is going to be a positive 1/4. And clean it up. Natural log. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 4 times 1/4, oh, guess what? It's 1. So therefore, x equals -1/2 is in fact a solution.